Hello everyone, welcome to Horse Pen Ranch. My name is Justin Jackson. We're doing something today that we I didn't think that we'd ever do for a YouTube video, but we're making plum jam. We got some fruit trees out here on the ranch and they're producing like crazy. We have one plum tree that's produced like crazy. So see this bowl right here? This is scraps, okay? This is like scraps right now. I'll tell you about that in a minute, but we've got probably 5 bowls like this in 2 different refrigerators lined up with plums. So we have to do something with them. And last year my daughter made some excellent freezer jam. She's not available this year, working at a job. So we've had some rain. So I said, hey man, I need to figure out how to make some jam. And so this is our first batch we've done. And so we're gonna show you what we've been doing. This is good stuff, okay? This is good stuff. So we're not peeling these plums. We're taking them, and this is what we got so far, as you can see, okay? And we're taking them, and there's a big seed in the middle, so this is good stuff. Like I said, that's all the bad stuff. Some of these are big time overripe, as you can see. So some of these are really ripe, and some of them are not as ripe. And so I'm just taking them like this and getting around the seed, okay? And that's how I've been doing this. And I don't know if that's the proper way, but boy, I know one thing, this has been the easiest way for me to do it, I promise you. And so this one here is gonna be more tart, because it is, as you can see, not as ripe. But this bad boy here, you can tell looks a lot different. So it's just more ripe. And so that's what we're doing right now. I'm about done with this process, as you can see. So what I did for this recipe is I have weighed with a scale, okay, this fancy scale here, around 4 pounds of these plums, right? And now I'm about done cutting them all up. And so that was really ripe. See how that just kind of falls apart? I think it's probably good to have a good mixture of really ripe and kind of more tart ones. So that's the process right here. We're about done with this last one. And then we're going to add some sugar into this and some lemon juice and a little bit of water. And then we're done. We're going to scrape this in there to our bowl here. So we're doing we're canning with the hot water method, and I'll show you that too in a minute. Me and my wife canned a long time ago some peach butter and some apple butter and stuff like that, and we haven't done it in a long time. Some pickles, so I had to kind of relearn some of this stuff. So there you go. That's what we're looking at right now. We're going to put 1.5 cups of water in this. 1.5 cups of water. We're going to put 1/4 cup of lemon juice, and I want to have this recipe in the description below. So that's 1/2 cup. So I'm going to put 1/4 cup in there. We'll call that good. And we're going to put around 6 cups of sugar in this sucker. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little less than 6, but we'll call that good. My source for this recipe is coming out of this 1969 Ball Blue Book. They make jars, Ball does. And so I've got one here from 1933 that was my grandma's. And this one here also was my grandma Lila's from 1969. And so I found a good plum. And that's what we're using, guys. We're using this recipe out of here under plum jam. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this on the stove. And we'll get back to you here in just a second. Okay, you need a few tools when you're canning. You need a funnel. Okay, you need a ladle to ladle the product into the jars. You need this fancy doodad here, this little gripper for jars. It's going to work really good. I didn't have one with them first jars I did, and it was really hard to do. We also, so in here is this is just was boiling a while ago, so it's super hot. And so this is our, what we'll lift up and down when we do our hot water bath over our jars later. And we'll show you that here in just a second. And then this is just a big old pot we use on the chuck wagon to cook beans in, and our jars are just in there being hot and sterile. And then here, these were boiling a while ago, is our lids. We have them right there in really hot water. So this process here is going to take about 20 minutes or so. So we're going to cook this down. The sugar, this lemon juice, this water, we're going to cook it down to the gelling point, what they call, which is around 220 degrees. We're going to let it boil for about 15 or 20 minutes. And so all these big clumps of plums will kind of go away. You'll have a little bit because it is jam. It's not a jelly, so it's not just fruit juice. And so we're just going to boil this down, and we'll get right back with you. Okay, we are boiling right now. And so we're right at 220 or so degrees, and that's the gelling temperature of this stuff. And so we're just going to keep stirring this and let this go on for probably another 10 minutes or so. And you can see, I mean, that big clumps of fruit are kind of gone. They're boiled out, kind of boiled down. One tool I forgot to show you because it was in the bib of my overalls is this. And so we'll use this here in a minute. This little magnet. Pretty cool. We put these lids on here in a minute. So that's one little tool I forgot to show you. I can't get it off now. Boom. Okay, so we're back to you in about 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, we're going to get our jars out of this big old bean pot. That's what I use for beans a lot. We make a lot of beans in the chuck wagon. All right, so we're getting these out. We're still boiling over here, as you can see. Gonna dumping the water out. They're gonna be nice and hot for us when we need them. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a stir right here. Make sure it ain't sticking. I think this is going to be right at it here in a few more minutes. Okay guys, we're about ready to ladle this. As you can see, it looks completely different from where we started. I mean, it's got the clumps of plum in there, but also a lot of juice. Okay, so we went about 20 minutes on a boil. Definitely got to the gelling point of about 220. And so our jars are really hot. We're gonna ladle this in to about 1/4 of an inch to the top of each jar. I got different sized jars, and that's kind of good to do. And that's going to be probably good on that one. And so we're going to put our ladle in there. We're going to bring this here, slide it over, and we're going to do a bigger jar this time. And you will make a little bit of a mess doing this, so that's just part of it. So we're going to fill this bigger jar up now. To about 1/4 of an inch to the top. That'll work. These are very hot when you mess with them. All right, you guys get the idea. Keep it up till you're done. Okay, we got all the jars full. So just so you know, I'm sure some of you guys know this, but you have to buy these new lids, okay? Now the bands that go on the outside of them, you can reuse. These bands have been used a million times probably, but we're going to use these bands. So there's wide mouth and there's just a regular mouth. I guess they're called regular mouth. Yeah, they are regular mouth. There you go. We're using regular today. So you got to clean the top of these off. These are jars, like I said, are really hot. And take your little magnet thing I showed you a while ago. Sometimes they will stick together like that. And just place that thing right there. Boom. And then get a band. And you want to hold that with a towel, because like I said, that jar's hot. And boom. right there. All right, and you'll stick this in this little apparatus here. So clean it off. Get a lid, put a band on it, put on there tight, put that in the center, and then there you go. Okay, they're in there. We're gonna lower them down, and that water needs to cover at least that much. I'm gonna put some more water in that. I think we're gonna be all right close, but not that close. You want to cover them up about an inch, so I'll stick a little bit more water in there in just a second. And put the lid on. And when that starts to boil, you want that to boil for about 10 minutes. Okay guys, we're done. We boiled for about 10 minutes. And now we're going to take these out. This is that handy tool I told you about. And that works pretty awesome. And we'll set these on this towel right here. I got all kinds of jars. Some of these jars we've used a bunch of different times. And so what will happen, you'll set these out, and then about an hour or so you'll hear a pop, and it's going to be that lid popping down and sealing and all that bacteria out of there. I want to get one out last and do this other small one here if I can, maybe not. Let me see what I can do here. All right, here's this one. And then I've got this backwards, but we got it. All right, here we go. So there you go. So set for about 12 hours is what we'll do. Don't mess with them, let them pop, and set them for about 12 hours, and then they'll be good to go. Thanks for joining us today. One reason why I did this video was when I looked for videos on making plum jam, there wasn't really any. So that's one reason why I did it. I did a lot of research to figure kind of out how to do it. And so it's been fun. We got a lot more to go. So my daughter's going to be helping me, my wife, and my son and my nephew. And so we got a lot more canning to do. So thanks again for watching. If you got any questions, please comment. You got any comments, share this video, like it, and please subscribe. Thanks for watching.